Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a wise old man named Ishmael. Ishmael was known throughout the village for his wisdom and his ability to answer any question that was asked of him. One day, a young man approached Ishmael and asked him, "What is the secret to happiness?" Ishmael smiled and replied, "The secret to happiness lies in contentment." The young man was puzzled and asked, "What do you mean by contentment?" Ishmael explained, "Contentment is being happy with what you have and not always wanting more. It is about appreciating the present moment and finding joy in the small things in life." The young man nodded his head, but he was not entirely convinced. He thought to himself, "Surely happiness cannot be that simple." So the young man decided to test Ishmael's theory. He went on a journey and traveled to many different lands, seeking riches and treasures. He amassed great wealth and lived in luxury, but he found that he was never truly happy. One day, he remembered Ishmael's words about contentment, and he realized that he had been chasing after happiness in all the wrong places. He returned to the village and sought out Ishmael once more. He apologized for doubting him and thanked him for his wisdom. He told Ishmael that he had learned the true meaning of contentment and that he had finally found happiness. Ishmael smiled and replied, "I am glad that you have found happiness. But remember, happiness is not something that you can find outside of yourself. It is something that you must cultivate within yourself. It is a state of mind that comes from within." The young man nodded his head, realizing that Ishmael was right. He had been looking for happiness in all the wrong places. He had been seeking it outside of himself, but he had finally found it within himself. And so, the young man lived the rest of his days in contentment, finding joy in the simple things in life and cherishing every moment. He knew that the secret to happiness lay not in material possessions, but in the state of mind that he cultivated within himself.